Hello, it's Fabio Malaspina with Patriots on the Fly. Today I'll show you to tie the pearl capture. Hope you all enjoy the video and we'll see you next week.
Okay, we're gonna tie a pearl gotcha. I already put the hook on my vise. Is a Daiichi 2546 size 4 saltwater hook. I am going to use some orange thread. This is a size 6/0. I am going to start putting a base of thread right behind the eyelet of the hook, like so. I am going to get my scissors, cut the tag end of my thread. So we're gonna add a pair of bead chain eyes. This is size large in silver. You can tie this fly with different size bead chain eyes or lead eyes. You want to have different sizes and different weights as you want be able to fish different depths of water. In general, you want this fly to reach the bottom of whatever you're fishing in a couple of seconds. Now that I secure my bead chain eyes, I'm gonna go around them a few times. I'm gonna get my UV resin. I'm gonna apply a small amount of UV resin to lock these bead chain eyes in place. I'm gonna let the UV resin sink in. I want to make sure that these eyes are aligned correctly. We want to make sure that the fly sinks correctly and rides hook point up. So it's very important that the eyes are oriented correctly. I'm going to cure the UV resin. And always make sure you leave some amount of space between the bead chain eyes and the eyelet hook, because we're gonna have to tie a wing. Then I'm gonna get a piece of flat diamond braid in pearl. I'm gonna use this to tie a tail for this fly and the body. I'm going to secure. I'm gonna bring my thread all the way about at the beginning of the curve of the hook. I'm gonna secure this flat diamond braid over the hook shank, like so. I'm gonna bring my thread forward, right behind the bead chain eyes. I'm gonna palmer the flat diamond braid along the body, along the hook shank, to build the body for this fly. I'm gonna go to the bead chains and I'm gonna come back so that I have a sort of carrot shape size for this fly. I'm gonna go over the bead chain eyes once and twice. I'm gonna lock that flat diamond braid in place with a few thread wraps. I'm gonna lift it up and cut it off. I'm gonna use the point of my scissors to separate the diamond braid here, so we can make the tail of this fly like that. Then I'm going to rotate the fly upside down. I'm going to use some EP fibers 3D. These are gray color to build the wing for this shrimp. You can use craft fur, you can use fox hair, you can use different materials. So I have a small amount here. I'm going to pull some of the fibers. So I have a sort of pointy wing here, like so. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to cut the excess. I want this to be about maybe 1.5 times, 2 times the length of the hook shank. I'm going to lock these fibers in place. I'm going to use my nail to spread them around, and then some tight wraps to lock those fibers in place, like so. So I'm going to add a couple of strands of crystal flash. I'm going to set 2 right here. I want them along that wing. I'm going to fold these back and lock them in place on the other side. And I'm going to cut them about the length of that little wing that we put in place. I have one fiber here sticking out. I'm going to get rid of it. Then I'm going to get some local legs in pink shrimp. I'm going to get a pair of 2. I'm going to get a pair of 2. I have some here. I'm going to separate them apart, like so. I'm going to secure one set on the hook side facing me, like so. You can always readjust them if they move around. You know, you can cut this off and split them apart. I don't like to do that because you know, as you fish the fly and as you remove the hook from a fish, chances are you're going to pull those legs out. So I like to put them whole, so that I don't incur the risk of, again, pulling the legs off while I you know, touch the hook. Then I'm gonna just we'll finish the fly like so. So now that I've finished the fly, I can cut the thread close to the hook, close to the eyelet of the hook. I'm gonna apply some more UV resin. It's gonna make the fly more durable. And then I'm gonna cure it with my UV light. I'm gonna let those legs hang down, and I'm gonna cut them to be about the length of a little shorter than that wing that we put in place, like so. And there you have it. It's a pearl gotcha. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next week.